Hey, how's everybody doing? It's Douglas here, and welcome to Week 2, Year 1 of the Bengals franchise, or Connected Careers for a team. So, anyways, we're going to get this started right away with the Bengals versus the Browns. And after last week's loss to the Ravens, we had to bounce back. And people say not to focus on games that already happened, or last week, or like the last game you played, but I took a whole new approach, and I was like, well, let's take out all that anger on the Cleveland Browns. So that's exactly what I did this game. I literally put together all the force I had to take out as much anger as I possibly could on the Cleveland Browns. And I'm not trying to talk bad about the Cleveland Browns or anything, but, you know, I don't know. I'm not too sure about their team. That's all I'm saying. But anyways, we had to settle for a field goal off that first INT that was thrown by Whedon. And now 3rd and 2 after BJGE gains 2 and running it right up the gut, barely diving for the first down there. And it's nice to have a power back because normally, especially with running on this game on All Madden, which I think it's fixed now, but which will be the next game I play, it will be fixed. Or hopefully it'll be fixed. But anyway, hold on for a second. Sanu. Wow. I was going to pass it to Y because he was open. I was going to loft it up over him, but I saw Sanu at the last second and decided to pass it to him. So 10-0 on the board. And I missed a tackle there, and Trent Richardson's going to get probably, well, I don't know, let's say about 15 yards or something. I have no clue whatsoever, so it might actually be more than 15 because our rush defense is apparently really, really good to stop Ray Rice and to stop Trent Richardson's two of the best in the league. And I thought that was a horse collar right there. I don't know about you, but I thought that was an illegal way to bring someone down to the ground. It looked like a horse collar to me, but whatever. We're going to have to play with the cards we're dealt, and another first down by BJGE. And he's probably one of the most underrated backs. And speaking of underrated backs, he's going to take this one all the way down to the 15, actually the 16. An unbelievable run. Very next, I don't actually know, it's not. 2nd and 10. We find A.J. Green over the middle. Hand off to Scott. He's not going to get anywhere. And we're going to have to settle for another field goal. And I didn't show much of Cleveland in this game, as you can probably tell, or you're probably going to tell, simply because we were absolutely dominating them the whole game. And that could have been caught by little, but I guess the intimidation factor, and we could have just hit him right there, and he probably would have lost the ball. But again, Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis up the middle. I was saying that he was underrated because he is. Even in real life, I believe he's underrated. If you need a yard, or two, he will get you that yard and more. I try to scramble out of this situation, but it's not going to work. End up getting sacked and punting it over to the Browns. The Browns are going deep, and it is dropped. Unbelievable. I thought Whedon had delivered a perfect ball, but it's somehow dropped by the receiver. And again, he's going deep, though, but this time it's grabbed by Watson, and he's down on the 7. 3rd and goal now for the Cleveland Browns. Whedon in shotgun formation, trying to move around, and that's going to be incomplete, and they're going to have to settle for a field goal like we had to on two of our 3 drives, actually. So here I believe this is our 4th drive. User catch for the win. Sanu going to take this one to the house and sort of gallop into the end zone. I thought that'd be funny to sort of like hurdle at the last second instead of everyone's normal celebration of, pressing X or square, whichever system you play on, and just sort of like posing. I figured why not hurdle. But anyways, on the kickoff, the Browns are going to take this one deep. We're talking back, and it could, no. Going to bring him down short of the touchdown. What a save, if I do say so myself. And I believe that is Trent Richardson getting basically hit around like a ping pong ball, something like that. Yeah, I was gonna say a pinball, like a pinball machine, but either one works, really. So now our main focus is get a goal line stand right here. I know that they're going to try to run the ball because, well, their passing game has not been working, and to be quite honest, their running game has not really been working either. So we end up getting the goal line stand on Trent Richardson and the Browns, and they're going to settle for another field goal. And at this point, it is 20-6, and we find Gresham over the middle, and that will get us exactly to midfield at the 50. Now 1st and 10, stepping back to throw, and it is picked off by Ward, and we're going to bring him down immediately. That is the first INT of the day for Andy Dalton. Whedon now, man in motion, steps back to pass. Going to find a guy on the sideline, that is Richardson, and we bring him down, we wrap him down for a gain of 7. Second and third now. He passes it directly to Nelson. I don't know if it was the pressure or what, but this could go all the way. And, oh, Whedon gets blocked, and sort of a dip and dive move by Nelson for the touchdown. That was sensational. I felt good about. I didn't feel good about throwing the pick, but I felt good about redeeming myself, or somewhat redeeming myself off of that. So end up getting a pick 6 for the touchdown, and Dalton ends up throwing it right to the Browns, and I figured I could loft it over, but that just wasn't the case. Whedon now, 2nd and 10, gets sacked, and at this point you can pretty much tell we're going to win the game. Like, it's really no secret at this point, I would think. So basically, the Browns did absolutely terrible, as we find Tate. But the Browns absolutely did terrible this game, running and passing the ball. Like, they really could not do anything. Even on defense, they were terrible. So there's really nothing I could show on their part except for me sacking them and their occasional good play. So, you know, I don't know what to tell you. So anyways, 3rd and 15 now. Backs against the wall. Not really, but we find Sanu again, and he is going to take this one in for his 3rd touchdown of the day. And what more reasons to celebrate? Wow. Absolutely incredible. The Browns find Richardson, miss another tackle, and he's going to get a great well, not a return, but a great reception on the play. Now 1st and 10 for him. I think this is the possession directly after this. And he is going to get sacked in the backfield again, and eventually that just led to them punting the ball. Didn't really show anything else. End up finding Tate. He's going to get the 1st down. And if you recall, Tate came off that great week 1 and wanted to add to it this week, but Sanu already had him beat. It seems like one of our receivers always steps up, and Tate trying to make a case late in the game, but you know, Sanu already took his place. So that's that. 3rd and 1 now, handing off to BJGE, and he has rushed for 120 yards this game and 20 rushes. And well, I tried to go for him 4th down, you know, why not? Just fooling around with the game, and well, we end up turning it over. So, but you know, we get rewarded for the Browns' bad play. So, yeah, I guess that all works out in the end. So basically, we get it right back and refueled and ready to go. Past the Lee, and he is down on the 2, almost to the 1. And I wanted to hand this off to BJGE, but we're just going to have to deal with Scott being in the game, and he's going to pick up the touchdown. And to make up for the lack of touchdowns on the previous drive, I decided to go for the 2-point conversion, make it 42, make it well-rounded, like, you know, intervals of 7. That's what I like. So I was like, you know what, we're this close, why not go for it? As Whedon is sacked by basically the Bengal cat forcefulness that is. And I tried to pick that one off, but, you know, I figured I'd let Massaquoi have his day, and the Browns have one. So that's pretty much going to do it. I think it's 42-13 is the final score. I didn't really want to give that last one up, but I guess, just out of fair consideration, we'll have to let them have it. So next week I have no clue who we're playing, so this should be a good surprise to me and you. So a great win after a heartbreaking loss, and I guess you can say we definitely did take our anger out on the Browns. So that's going to do it for this one, for the rivalry game and in Ohio. So I hope you guys have enjoyed, and as always, have a nice day.